Good morning. This is going to be a general reading. If you do happen to hear noises in the background, just know that it's probably one of my kids. So let's get into it. All right. Initially, when I was looking at these two cards, I feel that this is going to identify for somebody who may be like a single parent, okay? But I also feel here that like you're very misunderstood, okay? You've been through a lot of traumas, you've been through a lot of things, and it's not that you're trying to be like a very like mean, not mean, but like maybe it may be perceived as mean or guarded, or you're just like you don't let people easily into your life. It's because of all the things that you've already gone through, okay? So people sometimes may make up stories. There's like, you intimidate people without even knowing why you intimidate them. And since the King of Wands was next to this Queen of Swords, I feel that like people who really need help and resolve in their life, like, or people who have like very traumatic childhoods, or like they're very wounded, like for some reason they come into your orbit, okay? And I do see here that there's like jealousy. I don't like that. The Chariot being here in the reverse tells me that these people, yeah, like they're very wounded. They don't have much going on for themselves. And for some reason, these people try to bring you down with the Chariot in the reverse, okay? But I feel that because of everything that you've gone through, you clock it. You clock the bullshit. You clock it right away, and you stand up for yourself, because that sword right there, I mean, it's not just like, you know, the sword of justice. It's the sword of wisdom. It's the sword of I've been through some things and I know when it's BS. I know when you're trying to, you know, sell me sand at the beach. I know what's going on type of thing, okay? And so now, Spirit, if you're still holding on to this type of individual in your life, Spirit is now asking you to like pretty much pick up that sword and cut this person out for good, okay? I do see that there is a specific person in your life right now that does not want you to succeed. They're very threatened by your success. They're very threatened by you as an individual, because the Queen of Swords, again, she's very intellectually, you know, defined, if you will, and she can carry a conversation. She is, you know, a type of person where, you know, she gets noticed. Like, she is also someone who, you know, knows how to figure it out on her own, very independent, very strong. This is also adding to the that jealousy, this person wanting to kind of stop you from getting ahead, okay? Because they don't have these qualities. Like, look, you have a sword, they have a wand. Like, you could easily take that sword and cut that wand like nothing, right? And so there's this energy of feeling threatened by you. Again, this could be like something that you're like, why are you threatened by me? But it's because of this Strength card. You're not purposely trying to be like, you should feel less than me. You're not purposely doing this. It's just who you are in your nature. It's almost as if this person sees you as the lion, the lioness that you are. Maybe something you don't see within yourself. That Spirit is also asking you to align within your energies. Also something that you need to just go in the mirror and say some positive self-affirmations. And I feel also that you may not believe this because life has been so hard. Maybe you're like, you know what, maybe like you, at some point you believed and then you stopped believing. Like, you know, maybe like magical things or wonderful things, or that, you know, good things happen to good people. You're like, no, I've just seen too much shit. I've been through too much shit, and this is what it is. And Spirit is saying like, no, let's redirect that energy, because if only you knew how strong you are and what you are capable of, because other people see it in you. It's time for you to see it in yourself, okay? Excuse me. So I'm seeing here, I feel that you carry a lot on your shoulders, especially with the Ten of Wands being here. Like, you have to do so much. There's a lot of burdens that you carry, a lot of personal things that like you tend to take on for yourself. Like, I mean, I'm almost feeling like an energy of like, if people only knew. If people only knew, like, you know, people are saying like, oh, she's this, she's that, or he's this and he's that. If they only knew that, like you're somewhere in the corner crying. You're just like, oh my God, why? Why is this happening to me? Like, why do I have to carry this burden? Like, why do these people get it so easy and I've had it hard like my whole life? I don't understand. I'm not getting it. You know what I mean? And this also, like, sometimes you tend to like shy away from certain opportunities. You tend to shy away from certain like friend groups or like certain situations. And so Spirit is saying, like, you know, it's time to get out of that. It's time to get out of this mindset. But because of this, sometimes you are labeled a certain way. And this is like leading to you being guarded. You're very guarded. This is a very guarded energy that I'm picking up on. It's so hard for you to trust people. It's so hard for you to believe in magic. It's so hard for you to believe in, you know, abundance and all this other stuff. Like, sometimes these things, when they do happen, you're like, whoa, it actually did happen. You know what I mean? But it's like Spirit is saying, like, no, we want you to believe. Okay. Now, again, with, you know, I feel like this is also like for some of you, like if you have a family or if you have friends, you overgive. You overgive so much of yourself. So for the remainder of this year, it's time to start taking it back. It's time to start, you know, the energy that you've been putting into others and into relationships, whether that be, you know, your family, your friendships, your love relationships. They're saying, no, now is the time to withdraw from those and to start putting that energy into you. Okay. Because I do see here, there's something that you're like, I do want to do for myself, but I don't know if this is something I can do. I don't know, because just given probably the weight of the responsibilities and all the burdens that you have on you, there's probably an energy of like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, I want to like take this chance. I want to take this risk, but I don't know how it's going to pan out. And because, you know, you've had like this, you have this logical side, right? Where you're just like, no, like it has to add up. It has to, like, you don't, you know, surrender to the energy of like manifestation, to abundance, to miracles, to, yeah, this is huge, like to miracles. And I feel like there's a huge miracle on its way to you, but you have to surrender. You have to shift your mindset and stop thinking that, you know, because just because this person or people in your life have made you feel that, you know, magic isn't real, or these things aren't real, or good people don't exist, or like that only happens like once in a blue moon, which we just had a blue moon. You know, just because of that thought process, like, no, Spirit is saying shift it, like get it out of your head, start thinking positively. So if you're watching this reading today, I want you to start watching like, you know, positive, videos on YouTube, meaning like, you know, the positive affirmations. And I want you to start saying them every single day to yourself too. I want you to start, you know, meditating. I want you to start, you know, exercising, because that's a big one too here. I want you to start exercising. I want you to start like doing yoga, like doing things that are going to make you feel good, so that you can start to shift your mindset. Because when you're in your calm energy, that's truly when the magic happens. Okay. Remember that. All right. So I'm seeing here also, if you are in a relationship, okay, if you are in that situationship, be careful, because I just don't feel that this person has, you know, good intentions towards you. Okay. And I feel that, you know, there's been a lot of betrayals when it comes to friends and family. This is also leading to this situation of how you tend to feel. So unfortunately, I don't have good news other than get ready for the Tower to hit, because the Tower is going to remove said people from your life. Yes, there's going to be a revelation here. There's going to be something that's going to happen within your dynamic, whether that's family, friends, or your relationship. And this is going to be it for you. Okay, you're going to completely cut this person out. There's a truth, there's something that's going to be revealed. I feel that certain people in your life, they come in and they think that, you know, like they're a gift. Like they think that they're, you know, they're the shit type of thing, you know what I mean? That their shit does not stink. But, you know, the tower energy teaches us that, like, you know, when it comes to Mother Nature, when it comes to, you know, the Most High's will, you have to bow down. All of us. Nobody, you know, everyone's getting their spankings, okay? Nobody is above this. So when the tower comes in, this tower is really going to come in and shake this person up and really reveal this person to you, to show you again, okay? I feel like you've been on it about this person, but there's just something that you've just been holding on to, and the tower's like, no, let me show you. Let me show you once again. And during this revelation, this person is also going to get, you know, their cheeks spanked. Okay, you may think like, oh, they're gonna get away with it. Like, no, there's gonna be more that's coming for them, and this is just something energetically that they brought upon themselves because they thought that they were like levitating above God. And when you do that, and when you start to have this like this grandiose energy, like shit just starts collapsing, and it's like, this is like, you know, it hit at the top, but look at these two people that had to evacuate. Okay, so it is something that's going to happen, but you need to like see it for what it is, and you need to let this situation go, these people go, or whatever it is. Okay, now I am seeing here that you are on how this ends for you, basically death. Okay, no, you're not gonna die. Death is all about like a lot of things that you believed in. Remember, like you thinking like, oh, you know, bad things only happen to good people type of, you know, thought process. No, a lot of things are going to shift in your life. I feel like with the revelation of people in your life, maybe people that you held to a high standard, the truth being revealed about them and you seeing them for what they are is now going to start opening your eyes and also changing your mindset as well. Okay. And with death being here, like I feel that the things that you believed in before, even this could even be like a religious thing. This could be like, you know, maybe how you thought the world worked. Now everything is coming to shift. Okay. So you are definitely going to go through a rebirth. So a lot of things are going to die, but you are going to be born in a new path, in a new way, more enlightened, you know, more like, you know, you're going to start believing again, believing in yourself, believing in happiness, believing in love, believing in the good, because that's what this is coming here. Because I feel that there's like, you see how this I don't know if it's like a bishop or a priest, whatever, but he's begging the writer, you know, please, like, spare my soul, please, like, you know, I did not know. And the writer's like, no, like it needs to go now. It needs to die. And there's some people that once they recognize real, they, you know, this one is begging, this one's like, okay, I surrender and I understand who you are now. And that's what you need to do. There's a surrender, and, you know, and you need to let go, and you need to be like, okay, I'm, you know what, I'm going to give it to you now. And, you know, please, you know, universe, show me how good it can be. Universe, show me how good it can be. Okay. And you see that sun back there? Even it's like you're gonna go through this. Okay, so but this is, I believe this is the moon here. So this is again you, all those false narratives, all the things that people said, all the people that you met that were negative. Like, no, now you're going towards the sun. You are going towards the sun, and you're not believing in any of their bullshit. You don't care. You're like, look, if shit's going left for you, it's because it's something you did, not me. You know what I mean? People are about to reap their karma, and they might turn around and blame you. They might turn around and blame you because that's the easiest thing to do. Because, you know, just like this bishop here can't surrender, can't be like, you know what, no, he's over here begging because he still wants to hold on to a part of him, right? And these people don't know how to surrender. They don't know how to admit. They might say it, but it's quite another thing to actually do it. Okay, So with you, you're going to fall into that surrender, and that's when all these blessings come in, okay? Let's see what happens after death with your rebirth, okay? Wow. You go into high priestess mode. So this is like, you know, this is to me like, look at the power she's commanding. Look at like how at peace she is. Look at, and I don't know if you can actually kind of see this, but even though her eyes are closed, they're open. Beautiful. So even though her eyes are closed, they're open. She can finally see the truth now. She can finally see through the fog, and she is now walking in that forest, and it is clear as day. Okay, it is clear as day. And it took you letting go. It took you surrendering. It took you getting to this point where you're just like, it was scary. It was scary to even go through this, but I'm so glad that I did. And you come out stronger. You come out stronger, wiser, you know, you've learned everything that you need to learn. But with the high priestess, we all know this energy is an energy of like, you never stop learning. You never stop learning. And it's a beautiful feeling. And at this point, when you reach this level, you really don't care to give your side of the story. You don't care. You'll be like, well, what'd you hear? Okay, then that's what it is. And you keep it pushing. You don't care anymore. You really don't care. All right. And also, if you are in a relationship, I don't see you being in a relationship. I see you being happy, single, living your best life, period. Oh, shit. Okay. Not the Ace of... Look at that. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's about to get... The Sun? No. Let me tell you, when you surrender and when you let go, and Spirit's like, okay, they're in alignment, they're in frequency, let's go. They're going to hit the start button. And you're going to be like, how is this happening? How are these miracles? How are these blessings just falling into my life? Like, I thought if you did this, you have to get that. Like, no, you are on something quite new. This is so different from what it is that you were brought up to think or believe or to see. Like, this is a whole new experience. This is a whole new experience, collective. Okay? Sorry. Get ready. Get ready, collective, because your life is about to change. All right. That is the message. Look at that.